Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. My dear students, I'm Sana Nazir and this is the 10th lecture of English 4. In the previous lectures, we have covered a lot of topics like article writing, report writing, essay writing, different kinds of writing, how you can write an error-free writing, and how you can write a good paragraph. And we have also discussed about different kinds of paragraphs. So in this essay, we are going to talk about writing a summary of an article, like how you can write the summary of that article and what are the basic need that you need to fulfill while writing that summary. First of all, you can see that why writing a summary, why you need to write that summary, and the basic purpose of writing the summary is what. The purpose of summary is to give the reader a clear, objective picture of the original text. Like whatever you have, so whatever has been written in the text, what is the basic purpose of writing that text and what are the details of that text. So the purpose of summary is that. Most importantly, the summary restates only the main points of a text or a lecture without giving examples or details such as dates, numbers, and statistics. So when you're going to write the summary, keep the basic points in your mind, that why you are going to write that summary and what is the basic purpose of writing that summary, so that you can write the details of that article or the things which ever have been written in the article, so you can write all those details in the text. So let's discuss that. We have here the guidelines for writing a summary of an article. First guideline for you people is that state the main ideas of the article. So what is the main idea or what has been discussed in the article? You have to restate that, because whenever you're going to write the reasons and whenever you're going to write the main ideas of that article, you're supposed to write the details of that main idea. So identify the most important details that support the main ideas. You have to provide the basic details. You have to provide the main thing of that article or the main ideas, so that you make clear the reader that what has been discussed. Write your summary in your own words. Avoid copying phrases and sentences from the article unless they are direct quotations. Now, it's almost about every writer or every person who is going to write the summary, he always prefer to write the copied material, so that he may not be able to write the basic things. But what I believe is, whenever you're going to write the summary, you have to, first of all, you have to write it in your own words, and secondly, avoid all those things which are copied already, like copied sentences, copied phrases, copied materials. Don't do that. If you think you can also copy some things, but that could be the quotations of any writer or quotations, or you can give the reference of that person. Instead of copying that, you can give the reference of that statement or that sentence, so that would be better option. So the third one is express the underlying meaning of the article, not just the superficial details. Obviously, when you write the details or when you write the summary of that article, you have to write the details, like you have to provide even the tiniest detail of that article. Your summary should be about 1/3 of length of original article. Shouldn't be so lengthy, shouldn't be so difficult, or it shouldn't be so irritable, but make sure that you're writing relevant things. You're going to write most relevant or important things that should be discussed, and you're going to highlight all the things which are important to highlight. Now let's talk about some elements of good summary, that what are the basic things that you should include while writing the summary of an article. First, restate the author's thesis in your own words. Like I said, whenever you're going to write the summary, you're going to restate that article. So whenever you will write that summary, you have to write the details or restate the things which have been already discussed. Include author's name, article title, and the journal in which the article is published. These are the basic things which you need to highlight while writing the summary. Paraphrase whenever possible and use direct quotations as needed. As needed, it means you're not supposed to copy every quotation, or you're just supposed to add every copied sentence. No, it means that if you think that this quotation will help you out, or this quotation will maybe clear the things more appropriately, so that you can copy that quotation, but it doesn't mean that you're going to you're supposed to copy every sentence from anywhere. No, do not copy and paste sentences from the article. Like if the author is talking about something and the language and the sentences he has used, you just have to copy the sentences and paste in the summary. No, you have to read those sentences, grab the meaning from that sentence, and then write that sentence in the summary of an article. This is considered plagiarism and can get you in serious trouble, because when you just copy paste all these things, it means that you haven't put any effort in that. So the time only you can do this is if you are using a direct quotation and it is properly cited. Like I said, that as a reference you can write that quotation, or if you have to if you want to discuss any sentence in that article, so you can give the reference of that sentence instead of copy that quotation or copy that sentence. You just can give the reference of that sentence or summary. Use present tense, don't use past or future tense, just talk in the present sense. Then avoid using first person narrative unless your professor has specifically told you to do so. If you're like the person who is helping you, who is called supervisor, who is helping you out in this, and if he has said that you need to talk about the tone you should use, and if you are not instructed to use that tone, then you shouldn't use that tone. Then stay objective. You are not critiquing the article, you are summarizing it and providing an overview of the author's argument. So what you need to do is, the main objective is to highlight or summarize that article, or you can say just to show the meaning of that article. So you just need to focus on that, stick to the point, don't move from the topic, just stick to the point. Don't overwhelm the reader with unnecessary information, the things which you, all those things which you don't need to add in that article, and all those things which you don't need to discuss in that article, and you're going to discuss that. No, if you think that these things are not important and you don't need to add all those things in that article, so you shouldn't even add those things. If you think that these things are unnecessary and you don't need to discuss that, then don't discuss that, just avoid discussing all those things. So unless your teacher has specified a length requirement. Okay, one more important thing, if your article is only of 4 to 5 pages and the summary of that article is of 10 pages, that would be really embarrassing thing for the writer. So make sure that the length is the third half of that article. Don't use any irrelevant information in that. Don't try to use any irrelevant things in that article just to impress your reader or just to make sure that you're discussing all those things. No, you just need to focus on the one thing that is the main topic or the main discussion of that article. Okay, before writing the summary, you need to follow these rules or these things that you can more concentrate on your goal. So the first thing, for a text, what you need to do: read, mark and annotate the original. For a lecture, work with the notes you took. Like first one is highlight the topic sentence. So what do you need to highlight the topic sentence? So highlight the topic sentence means you are going to highlight the main point of that paragraph or that discussion, that what is the basic topic which has been discussed in this paragraph. So highlight the key points, keywords and phrases. Highlight the concluding sentence and outline each paragraph in the margin. Like you have to, before writing all that summary and all those things, if you will highlight these things, topic sentence or key points or concluding sentences, so that you can easily grab the idea from that discussion, that basically what has been discussed there. And then if we talk about note taking, then the source, author, first last name, title, date or publication, volume number, place of publication, publishers, URL and etc. The main idea of the original, like paraphrase, and then the major supporting points in the outline form and major supporting explanations from there, like reasons, what are the reasons, what are the causes, what are the facts. So all these things should be discussed there. So before writing the summary, if you will highlight all these things, the topic sentences which are very important, then the key points, what are the key points, what are the things which are important to highlight, and then concluding sentence, summaries of that concluding sentence, and then each paragraph that outline the margin, and then the sources from where who has been written this article and what are the topic which are important to highlight, the topic of date of publication and the volume number and the place of publisher, all these things. And then the main idea of the original, that basically and what they want to say through this article, and what is the message which has been delivered through with the help of this article. So you need to highlight also that thing. Then the supporting points which are supporting the discussion, all those points which are supporting the main discussion or which are the main you can say the helpers of that discussing point. And then explanations, how and why, like these sort of things, the all those sentences which are answering some questions, like why things happens and how they will happen and why, like all those statements which are answering these statements. So after that, now here is the, you can say the topic. So like every statement or like every essay or different articles, summary also starts with the introduction. So start with a summary or overview of the article, which includes the author's name and the title of the article. Finish with a thesis statement that states the main idea of the article. Like if you're going to first of all discuss that who has written this article and what are the basic needs of this article, or you can say what are the main points which have been discussed through this article, just highlight first of all that, and then finish a thesis statement that states the main idea of the article. Like all those thesis statements which should be highlight through this. And then as you know that the thesis statements always highlights the main points or the main thing which you need to discuss in the article. So in a same case, then you will, if you will start that thesis statement, discuss that thesis statement in the introduction, so that it would be hook the reader with the that article summary, that why he should read that article. Then we will move forward towards the body paragraph. Then, as you know, that the body paragraph, it first of all, know that it consists of 2 to 3 paragraphs or different paragraphs. So the number of paragraphs in your summary depends on the length of original article. Like if it is consists of 20 to 30 pages, then the paragraph can be 5 to 6 or 7 to 8. So any length can be the major reason of that length. Your summary should be about 1/3 the length of original article. For one paragraph summary, discuss each supporting points in a separate sentence. Give 1 or 2 explanations for each supporting points. For a multi-paragraph summary, discuss each supporting point in a separate paragraph. Start each body paragraph with a topic sentence, and each body paragraph with a topic sentence, and each paragraph focus on a separate main idea and just the most important details from the article. Then put the ideas from the essay into your own words and avoid copying phrases and sentences from the article. All these things which I already have discussed, that you don't need to copy all the statements or the sentences or the same wording. You don't need to use same wording. You just need to do one thing, that is to write down all those things in your own words. Don't copy that. If you think that this thing is should be discussed as it is, then give the reference of that thing so that it could be clear that this is not copied material, that it has the stated material. And then put the ideas from the essay into your own word. Avoid copying phrases and sentences from the article. Use transitional words and phrases to connect ideas. Like if you have discussed one idea, connect it with the next one, so that the basic relation between paragraph should remain the same. Then after the concluding paragraph, summarize the main idea and underline the meaning of the article. As you know, in conclusion, we just sum up all things. So when you will discuss the conclusion of that paragraph, in the paragraph you just need to sum up all the things which you have already discussed in the previous whole summary. So this was all from my side. I hope whatever I have discussed today is clear, but still if there is any question, then you may ask in the discussion room. Let me give you a quick overview that what we have discussed today. We have discussed about writing a summary of an article, that after the article, if you are supposed to write any summary, so what you will do and how you will write the summary. First of all, we have discussed about that the basic purpose of any summary is to clear the reader and give the main basic element or ideas of the summary, the article, that what has been discussed throughout the whole article. And then we have discussed about the guidelines which have been given about the summary, that what you need to add in the summary. Like you don't need to copy the words, just need to write phrases, sentences, or just need to use quotations or other things, and just supposed to clear the main or most important ideas. Then the elements of the summary which are most important to include while writing the summary, or thesis statement, or the author's name and basic information about the author, all these things. And then before writing the summary, what you need to do is you just need to highlight the subtopic sentence or the key points or concluding sentence or the paragraphs in the main idea, and the sources and the main idea of the original text, and the major supporting points and major supporting explanations. So these are the things which you need to do before writing the summary, not writing while writing the summary. No, if you are going to write the summary, then before writing that you just need to do these following things, so that you can make all things clear. Then the basic structure of the summary. First of all, introduction. In introduction, you just need to add the overview of the article, which includes the main details, like author's name and title of an article, then thesis statement, then the body paragraphs, and then concluding paragraph. So this was all from my side. I hope everything is clear, but still if you want to ask any question, then you're most welcome in the discussion room. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourself and your family as well. Please don't go out anywhere. Just stay at home and take care of your family as well. Thank you so much. Have a good day.